Hello everyone. Today we would like to teach you how to do factorization by grouping terms. But before we learn this method, we need to first revise what we have learned in the previous video. We learned how to do factorization by taking out common factors. The method is very simple. In this question 1a, 3a plus 3b. We can use short division to help us. Take out the common factor, which is 3. After division, we are left with a plus b. So the final answer after factorization is 3 bracket a plus b. Remember to write the common factor that we took out on the outside and the rest of it put it in brackets. Let's try another example. This question has no numbers, but it has the common factor x. So we take out the common factor x, leaving a plus b. So the answer after factorization is x times bracket a plus b. Back to what we are going to learn today. We are going to learn factorization by grouping terms. How do we do it? Let's look at this question. This question has 4 terms in total. If you want to do factorization on these 4 terms, you'll realize there are some things that are quite similar, but there are no common factors that all 4 terms share. That is why we use this new method, to group things together. 4 terms, we group them in groups of 2. In the previous question, we have already done 3a plus 3b. We first take out 3 as the common factor. And for xa plus xb at the back, we can take out x. Let's have a closer look at this question. The first part and the second part, they both have the common factor a plus b. Therefore, we can take out this common factor and put it outside, left with 3 plus x. Therefore, the final answer is a plus b, bracket 3 plus x. In this process of factorization by grouping terms, after grouping, we did factorization 3 times. We did factorization once for 2 in front and again for 2 at the back. And then we take out what is the common bracket between these 2. So this method is actually doing what we have learned previously, but just doing it 3 times. If you are in doubt of your answer, you could do expansion on these 2 brackets. When we were in secondary 1, we learned how to expand by the rainbow method. There are 4 terms in total, which is exactly the same as the original question. If what you have is the same as the question, that means your factorization is done correctly. Let's try another one. This time we need to factorize this polynomial. If we want to factorize 4 at the same time, we realize there are no common factors. Therefore, we group them together in groups of 2. For the first 2 terms, hk plus k, the common factor is k, so we take it out, left with h plus 1. Remember, the term at the back, there's only 1k, so after taking it out, there's only 1 left. For the 2 terms at the back in blue, it's very obvious that the common factor is 4. Therefore, we take it out. In the same way, there's only h left for the first term, and for the term at the back, because you took out 4, there's only 1 left. So for the 2 terms in blue at the back, after factorization is 4 bracket h plus 1. We're still not finished. The 2 parts have the same brackets. So we do one more factorization. Therefore, the final answer is bracket h plus 1 times bracket k plus 4. If you are in doubt, use the rainbow method to expand it and see if what you have is the same as the original question. We need to be extra careful when we are grouping terms. We need to be especially careful with the positive and negative signs, like in this question. As mentioned before, if we could factorize all 4 at the same time, that would be the best. But it seems like we couldn't do it. That's why we need to do grouping. For the 2 terms in front, to do factorization, it's very simple. We take out a, then x plus y. For the 2 parts at the back, both have 7. Both also have the negative sign, so we take out negative 7. Since we took out the negative part, what's left over is x plus y. We will write this back into our original question, and we realize that the 2 brackets are the same, so we take them out again. So the final answer is bracket x plus y times bracket a minus 7. Sometimes we would realize even though there's no difference in positive and negative sign, they would mix up the order of the terms. For example, in this question, if you want to do factorization in all 4 terms at the same time, you realize it's impossible. If we try to do grouping in groups of 2, we realize we also can't do factorization in either group. Therefore, we need to do an extra step to help these terms find their partner. We have to rearrange all of these terms. We move the 3rd term, yz, forward. Grouping them now, we realize the orange part has a common factor that we can take out. They both have the common factor yz, so we take it out. For the term in front, we are left with x. But for the term in the back, it's only yz. So remember, after we take out yz, it's only 1 left. We write this back into our original question. Now the blue part. For x plus 1, there are no common factors to take out. However, we could add a bracket to group them together. This does not affect the value of the numbers. After adding brackets, we could see that there are 2 parts that are the same. Both are x plus 1. So we do factorization one more time. Take out x plus 1. And now we are left with yz plus 1. Remember, after taking out everything, we need to write 1. Let's try again everything we have learned in one single question. This question has 4 terms. If we group them in groups of 2, we would realize that there are no common factors that we could actually take out. Although we could take out the 3 in the front, but for the back there are no common factors that we could take out, and even so, there are no same brackets. Therefore, we would first need to rearrange them. We first move negative r forward, 3 minus r as a group. 6rs minus 18s as one group. Let's look at the blue terms. 6rs minus 18s. Focusing on numbers, we could first take out 6. However, we're not finished. We can still see that s is the same, so we take it out. We are left with r minus 3. You can see the r minus 3 here is very similar to the bracket in the front. But r minus 3 and 3 minus r are still different. It's like 3 minus 5 and 5 minus 3. One of them is negative 2, one of them is positive 2. The difference is in the sign. That's why in the short division, we need to do an extra step. We need to also take out negative 1. So negative 3 becomes positive 3, and positive r becomes negative r. This way, we could really make the 2 brackets exactly the same. Taking out what's the same, we are left with 1 minus 6s. And this is the final answer. That's the end of today's video. If there are any questions, please feel free to ask your teachers. Bye!